Well, folks, um, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Um, Happy Hump Day. It's the middle of the week. It's 2 more days to the weekend. Um, Except time is an illusion. Um, I'm currently self employed, so every day is the weekend, or every day is Monday, or every day is Wednesday, or every day is Friday. It really depends on what kind of day I choose to have. Um, like I like to say to everyone, happiness is a choice you make every day. And my one of my favorite sayings is today's a good day to have a good day. It's beautiful outside, the sun is shining. I had a good sleep ever since I went to my retreat in Mexico. Um, I've slept well every single night. I've stopped taking my thyroid supplements, my B complex. I don't have to take magnesium on a regular basis. I don't take melatonin anymore to help me sleep. I don't take Gravol anymore to help me sleep. When I was there, we ate vegan, vegetarian, and consumed and drank live foods. I just want to say hi to Gabriella. Hi, Gabriella. I love you. Gabriella sent out an energetic invitation to all of us that attended her retreat in Mexico in the Mayan Riviera at Oscar's beautiful home. It's private land. It's not oceanfront. You're not at a resort. You're not being bombarded by the energy of everyone else at the resort that are there to have a good time, to have a party, to drink their faces off. I mean, there's nothing wrong with drinking as long as it's not in excess. Life's about balance. If you're getting plastered on a regular basis, it's going to lower your vibration. Yeah, it can be a good time. There's this one song that pops into my head sometimes, and the one lyric is, "It's not a party if it happens every night." We self medicate. We self medicate with alcohol. We self medicate with food. We self medicate with things and stuff. We feel depressed and sad and awful about ourselves. So we go buy things. We go buy clothing. We go buy food. We go buy wine. We go buy whiskey. We go buy drugs. We go buy cars. We go buy fancy, expensive houses, shoes, hats. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. If anyone knows me well, I do love to shop. I love to frequent places like Moon and Lotus in Sylvan Lake. They work on consignment. They support local businesses, people that are trying to make a living doing what they love. They say that if you love what you do, you will not work a day in your life. I think if you put your time, effort, and passion into what you were put on this earth to do, it will bring you joy. It will bring others joy. And that is why we are here. We're there. Someone once told me my tongue just met my mouth. Sometimes I stumble over my words. They don't come out right the first time. And then we play a little game called try again. We try again. We make mistakes. We fall down. We get back up and we try again. I also like to play a little game of we'll see. I'm here getting ready in the morning. I get sidetracked all the time. I call it chasing the white rabbit. What does the white rabbit have to tell me this morning? I learn a lot of things. I learn a lot of things about myself. It may be the form of reaching out to Gabriella to ask her about how I become a breathwork facilitator. I've decided that is going to be my main focus, because when you breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth, it reduces the stress level in your body. It allows you to focus. It allows you to be present. When you get anxiety and you get heart palpitations, you need to breathe deeply. Box breathing to the count of 4. In through the nose. And then you hold for 4. And then out through the mouth for 4. And then you hold for 4. And when you box breathe, the heart palpitations stop. The anxiety lessens. Everything quiets down. And you focus on your breathing. And you focus on nothing else. And I find it takes you within yourself to listen, to observe. You can scan your body to see where you are holding any tension. Something else I do with people is I have them lay down and get comfortable. And starting with their toes, I walk them through it. You relax your toes. You relax your foot. I bring them up to their ankles. You relax your ankles. You relax your legs, your calves. Let the tension go. Focus on that area. Focus on the tension. And with intention, let the tension go. Focus on that one part of the body and let it relax. Don't focus on the entire body. Focus on one single thing. And I will start at their toes and I will bring them all the way up, and we focus on separate pieces of the body. And most of the time, by the time I get to their thighs or their hips, their stomach, they're completely asleep. They're snoring sometimes. They're so relaxed that they're able to fall asleep at night or take a nap when they need to. But I don't stop. I keep going. And I focus on every part of their body, bringing that beautiful deep state of relaxation all the way up to their crown chakra. It's like a form of hypnosis. It just deeply, deeply relaxes the body. I find when we focus on more than one thing, it's stressful. A lot of us can do it. The Western world calls it ADHD. I say, even my ADHD gets distracted. They call it attention deficit disorder, ADD, ADHD. They label it as if it is a curse when it is in fact a gift. I can multitask like there's tomorrow. I actually thrive most of the time focusing on 20 different things at once. It takes my brain out for a run. My brain has trouble focusing on just one thing. I think we need to take breaks throughout the day, though, essentially if your brain is like my brain and my children's brains and my friends' brains and all these people that have been labeled as ADHD or ADD. Like I said, it is not a curse. It is not a bad thing. It does not need medication. Medication only helps with the symptoms. You're treating one or two symptoms and you're getting a list a mile long of side effects. Side effects may include drowsiness, insomnia, headaches, upset stomach, gastrointestinal upset, diarrhea, constipation. The list goes on and on and on. And then they give you more medication to deal with the side effects from the first medication that was to treat something that doesn't need to be treated with medication. Why are we trying to stop such a beautiful thing as the inability to focus on one thing at once? Women are great at multitasking. This is how we are. This is how we have to be. We have to watch the children and cook the dinner and think about, I need to do laundry and I need to do this and I need to do this for my husband, or I need to do this for myself and I need to do this tomorrow. And we focus on 20 different things at once because that is our job. That is our job, to run the family, to take care of everyone and everything, to essentially make sure it runs smoothly like a well-oiled machine 110% of the time. Yes, this is easier if we have a life partner that helps us with this. I have been a single mom for over 10 years. I left the boy's dad when I was pregnant with Aaron. I was 3.5 months pregnant and sick and tired of not having someone to help me, not having someone to cook and clean when I couldn't do it, looking after me when I couldn't look after myself. When my oldest was born, I was in labor for 30 hours. I fell on the stairs 2.5 weeks before he was born. He twisted inside of me and he came out with his very large head like this. And he ended up with torticollis, twisted neck muscles. 30 hours of labor, no painkillers. The only way I did it was with my beautiful friend and doula, Shannon. She taught me to listen to my body. I was scared to death of a C-section. I digress sometimes. Anyways, I left the boy's dad when I was pregnant with Aaron. This was by no means easy. It was hard to be pregnant and have a toddler. I moved into my townhouse when I was 8.5 months pregnant. I had to watch everyone unpack my things and put them in places. I didn't want them there. I had to rearrange my entire kitchen afterwards. I mean, I appreciate everyone's help, but that is not where you put things in my kitchen. You know, some of us are a little anal, obsessive, compulsive, OCD, whatever you want to call it. The cutlery goes in the drawer that makes the most sense. My cutlery was not in the drawer that made the most sense to me, but that's how I saw where the cutlery should go in the kitchen. It's my kitchen. I appreciate everyone's help. Anyways, Jackson was born with twisted neck muscles, 30 hours of labor, no painkillers. It was traumatic for me. It was traumatic for him. He needed physio. I took him to craniosacral massage therapy. I took him to the chiropractor. I did everything physically possible to deal with his twisted neck muscles. And that set him up for success. I took him to someone to deal with his tongue tie. if you don't deal with tongue tie, your child will have a speech impediment and they won't be able to nurse properly. So there I was with a brand new baby and a toddler. Go back to when Jackson was born. I got sick right afterwards. I got strep throat. I had postpartum depression. I had severe insomnia. I didn't sleep for 2.5 years. And I had adrenal fatigue so bad. All I wanted to do was lay on the couch and sleep. Except I couldn't sleep. And normally without a brand new baby brand new soul I just brought into this world, you have time to take care of yourself. No, I didn't have that either. I had a brand new baby who never gave me cues that he was ever hungry. So I nursed him. I would write down, I would watch the clock, I would set timers, and I nursed him on a very regular basis because he never told me when he was hungry. All he did was cry all day, every day. I never slept. I couldn't nap. I had a husband that didn't help me with the cooking, the cleaning, the brand new baby. Eventually, that and everything else that he did, it ended with my sister being over, and he was so angry about everything and anything in life that he grabbed Jackson by the arms and he actually started shaking him and yelling at him. And me and my sister looked at each other and were like, that's not Shane. But also, that's not acceptable. And the second time he did that to Jackson, I looked at him and said, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the fucking ass on the way out. We did marriage counseling. We tried to fix it. He did not want to fix it. My children are everything. You don't fuck with Mama Bear. You don't touch her cubs and shake them and yell at them because you're unhappy with yourself. Hurt people hurt people. And to this day, I honestly believe that he is the same man that I divorced over 10 years ago. I see very little personal growth. My children come home and they tell me things and I'm like, this is how your dad is. Yesterday or the day before, Jackson was waiting. His dad promised to call him after work, and his dad did not. And I said, well, why don't you reach out to him? Why don't you ask him, why have you not called me? You said you would call me. And Jackson is you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. He didn't understand at 13. Why? And I'm like, well, Jackson, why don't you ask your dad why? And his dad would message him and say, oh, I had to fix someone's fuck up at work, or oh, my phone's almost dead, or I'm sorry, these are excuses. You have time to text him back and forth. You have time to pick up the phone and call your son. You said you would call your son. You did not. I've dealt with this for 10 years. And I never once put him down. I never once, until recently, told Jackson what he did to me, what he did to him. I say there's 3 things you cannot hide for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And I knew eventually the truth would come out. So I've spent 10 years being both mother and father. So as women, we multitask. we make sure the family runs properly. And it also brings me back to, if you don't put your oxygen mask on first, you ain't saving anyone else. Take time every day to relax and practice self-care. Focus on the parts of the body that hurt. Take some time to understand why. Take some time to breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Focus on yourselves. Focus and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. When we don't breathe deeply, our muscles tighten up, our neck hurts, our back hurts, our shoulder hurts, our head hurts. We're not meant to breathe shallowly all day long. I also said to myself this morning, I said, Melissa, you need to stop drinking coffee and start drinking water. And then I said to myself, because I talk to myself because I'm a good listener. And I said, we'll see. Well, we'll see. I may go to the kitchen and get a glass of water like I should, which I did. Or I may not. I love this game. It's a game of we'll see. What are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. We're playing a game of we'll see. If I don't have any appointments or any place I need to go, I just experience the day as it comes. People message, people call, I reach out to them. I may feel I need to apologize to someone. Like I said, I reached out to Gabriella to ask how I could be a breathwork facilitator. That came to me yesterday. I asked the universe, I said, how is the best way? What is the best way I can serve others? What is the best way I can help others? And the message I received and the memories that I had were of Mexico, the Mayan Riviera, and Gabriella teaching us how to breathe properly. I thought about how I felt, how my body felt when I breathed properly, when I would box breathe. I've taught a lot of people to box breathe since then. People that have gone into a panic attack, people that are having a meltdown. I have a saying that makes me laugh, and it's, have a meltdown as a treat. Have a panic attack. You earned it. We all have meltdowns, like I said before. It's just, you're allowed to have a meltdown, just don't unpack and fucking live there, man. Don't stay there. Have a meltdown and move on. Have a panic attack. You earned it, man. You let all these things get to you. You let all these things in your life stress you out. You let all these things lower your vibration. You gave your power away to someone else. I had a conversation with a friend's husband last night. And I came to the conclusion, I don't know him well, I got to know him very well. I came to the conclusion that he is not a man that gives his power away to any person. But we can give our power away to our jobs. We can give our power away to other things that are not people. When we give our power away, and no one can take our power, we give it willingly at a cost to our soul. It hurts us physically, emotionally, spiritually. Hurts us to give our power away. Some people have given their power away to the point that there's nothing left. You have none for yourself. Don't give your power away. That's yours. But we had some good, deep conversations. about his journey and the personal growth and the work he's been doing on himself. He's willing to learn from me, from others. That's the thing about wanting to heal. A lot of people say, I want to heal. I am ready. Like I said, that one book, When You Were Ready. This is how you heal. I'm currently writing a book. The book is called What Must Be Done. Must be done now. This sense of urgency in the title, the sense of urgency in the messages, excuse me. When I cry, my nose runs and gets stuffy and things like that. It is what it is. Another fun saying of mine, it is what it is. It means just let it be what it is. Don't label it. Don't try to control it. Don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink it. It is what it is. The rest of that, sometimes, if you want to go down the rabbit hole and ponder it, is what is it really? It is what it is, but what is it? What is it really? What is this situation trying to tell me? What is this pain trying to tell me? What is it really? We can sit and reflect on what is it really. And I say this a lot. I say it is what it is. I'm my youngest Aaron. He pipes up and says, but what is it really? My children are amazing. My children are special. My children are gifted. My children are allowed to be children, but they're also being taught things that they're not teaching in school, life lessons. They're learning about life. They're learning about pain and suffering and death and joy and self-care, and not to self-medicate, and to talk about their feelings and not stuff their feelings in different parts of their bodies. I'm teaching them that it's okay that you're different from other people. We're not all the same. We're not meant to be the same. Every body is different. Everybody is different. To not judge other people, but also to set boundaries. To accept people as they are, where they are. The tattoo on my arm in Gaelic says, go as you are. Thanks, Sean. I love my tattoo. Artemis is beautiful. It says, go as you are. My business card says, go as you are. Go as you are. You are you. You are meant to be you. Embrace being you. Do not try and fit into the square hole. Do not try and fit into other people's mold. Do not be who other people tell you to be. You should never tell someone who they should be. You should never tell anybody what to do. You should never tell anyone what to wear, what to say, what to think. They're them and you are you. Let it be. Go as you are. Drink water every day. I know better not to start my day with a big old cup of coffee, but you know what? I fucking love it, so I do it anyways. Life is about balance. 80% of the time, like I said, I put good things in my body. 20% of the time, like I said, I'm eating chocolate bars, I'm eating chocolate chips out of the bag. When I consume large amounts of chocolate, I understand that is my body saying, Melissa, you are low on magnesium. Yes, you can eat lots of chocolate, but if you do it all the time, your pants are not going to fit. If you crave ice, you are deficient in iron. If we listen to what the body is trying to tell us, then the body always tells us what it needs. We need to be quiet, be present, and we need to listen. We need to listen to what our body is trying to tell us. It will always tell us. And it starts as a whisper. Melissa, I need some magnesium. Not Melissa, eat some chocolate. It's Melissa, I need magnesium. But also, chocolate boosts our serotonin levels. It makes us feel happy. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't eat 5 chocolate bars every day. They say that eating good quality chocolate every morning for breakfast actually helps you lose weight. It makes you feel full. It makes you feel happy. It gives you magnesium. It's when you give your body what it needs, you actually crave less food. You eat less food. Sometimes the body, you think the body's saying, I'm hungry, and the body is actually saying, drink some fucking water. You're extremely dehydrated, Melissa. You spent the last 2 days drinking coffee 24 hours a day. I would really like some water and maybe throw a pinch of Himalayan sea salt in there so I can actually absorb the water. Because when we drink water all day long, it goes in our mouth and it just comes right out. Our body does not absorb it. It doesn't have the vitamins, minerals, nutrients. You think of a Gatorade, it's got your potassium, your magnesium, your sugar, your sodium in it, so the body can absorb the water. Absorb the water, not just have it go straight through. So that's fine and dandy. You want to drink 3-4 liters of water a day. Without all those other things, you're just going to go in one end and out the other. It's not going to do your body any good. Your body is not going to absorb what it needs. Put a pinch of Himalayan sea salt in your water 2-3 times a day. See how you feel. Don't oversalt it though. It's not nice. I've done it before without warning. The person I was with, my second ex-husband, grabs the bottle. I try to stop him. He takes a big swig of what I know is oversalted water. And I was like, well, it is what it is. And spits it out and tells me it tastes horrible. Well, A, it wasn't yours. B, you did it without asking. C, I knew there was too much salt in the water. Maybe I needed extra salt that day, so I left it. It is what it is. Everything is a blessing, a lesson, or both. Anyways, happy Wednesday. Take some time to take some deep breaths. Take some time to focus on your body. Take some time to listen, because when you don't listen to the body, it gets louder and louder and louder and louder until it screams. And parts of your body start to fail. And you don't feel well, and your back hurts, and your head hurts, and your stomach is upset. You're not absorbing the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that your body needs. They say, like I said before, you have this brain, and then you have a second brain in your gut. I have recently started to take some products called Amare that are going to help heal my second brain. My second brain is in my stomach. If you have skin issues, eczema, acne, etc., you have digestive issues. You have an issue with your stomach. You have an issue with your second brain. And that brain is meant to talk to the brain that runs your entire body, that tells your heart to beat, your lungs to breathe. It tells your body what to do. And when there's a disconnect from one brain to the other brain, you're going to see a whole host of problems. Look up the vagus nerve and what the vagus nerve does. A disruption in the vagus nerve is going to give you lots of symptoms. They're going to be very unpleasant symptoms. They're going to be triggered by stress. Anger is going to make them worse. If you can calm your mind and calm your body, a lot of these symptoms will go away. As I said last night, what you seek is already inside of you. All you need to do is hush, listen. Listen to your body. Listen to the wisdom that is inside of you, that has been inside of you this whole time. Your body knows what to do. Your body knows what it needs, and it will always tell you, but if you consistently ignore it, after it's done yelling and screaming, after it asks you nicely, all you're going to have is symptoms, pain, and suffering. It's going to say, I'm done with you. You refuse to listen. I told you nicely. I asked you nicely. I yelled and screamed. I showed you what would happen if you didn't listen. And now these are the consequences of your actions. There are consequences to actions always. Go back to science. You know, I'm not going to lie, I didn't pay a lot of attention to science class in junior high and high school, but I'm starting to pick up because they tie in well with the laws of the universe. Like before, energy can be neither created nor destroyed. An action and a reaction. I'm not even going to go into that right now because I do need to have some speaking notes in front of me to talk about energy and reactions and actions and an equal or opposite reaction. Anyways, there are consequences to actions is how I say it. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're neutral. It is what it is. But what is it really?